it was kind of like falling down this
Oh, how
pit,
can they lose?
but
How can they fail?
in the other plane, basically none of that was still visible. So, oh, here she's coming. All right.
Yay.
Okay, so you open your eyes to. It's kind of like when you're waking up from a dream, like you're not still falling. It's kind of like you are waking up from a dream, like you're motionless, and you just kind of get this like jolt that you're in a different place, and you feel it's totally dark in this room, but you feel like all these jagged feels like rocks, but they're not.
Just something uncomfortable, not soft.
Yeah. So right now you can't tell. You could tell that you're maybe like laying against something, but you don't really get any sense of your. It's basically like pitch black.
Do I still have my gear? Like, am I still equipped with everything I had before?
Yeah.
Okay, because one of my equipment items is a flashlight.
Oh, sweet.
So I have a Watchman's handheld flashlight. So I think I would turn that on at this point.
Okay. So that turns on, and basically you just see a wall of bones, like all around you. Like it looks like it has been a feeding, like dumping ground for like hundreds of years. There are like thousands.
That's a lot of bones.
Just bones like all around you. So this room is maybe at least like the movement areas, it's about 20 by 20 feet. And you do see there is like a ceiling to it that's just like straight rock. Like it doesn't make sense where you
fell from.
There's like no way that you could have fallen through the roof, so there's no way out that way. You do see when you're using the flashlight, you just see like a dark hole. Like right there.
Oh, cool.
So, but there's like no real way in or out. Okay, let's see. Let's see, like weird birds.
I live.
Hey there. Hey, log on real quick.
I did, didn't I?
Oh, you are. You're in there.
Yeah,
all right.
I was watching.
So you're gonna want to, in the gear icon, just mess with the master music volume level until it's like comfortable. Okay, so Jess has got this flashlight going on, and the flashlight starts to flicker a little bit, and you do start to see like a faint form.
Oh no.
It's
Oh.
So the flashlight kind of dims, and this form starts to grow brighter. Sorry, excuse me. Let me grab something to drink real quick.
So did you fall down here? I don't remember.
So what happened? What the backstory of what happened was, I walked into the closet to investigate. The door slammed shut, and as we were trying to get me out of the closet, I fell through the floor and it landed here. And you guys opened the closet, and I was gone.
Okay.
But you're like in a different dimension going on.
I'm in a different dimension, or in the basement, or something. Yeah. In a not good way.
Or Denny's.
Got like the
All right.
upside down going on.
Yeah, it's sort of very similar feeling.
Wait, what's similar?
The upside down.
Because she's in another dimension.
You ever watch Stranger Things, Chris?
Yeah, that show's awesome.
Yeah, it's a good show.
So there's this figure in front of you that she looks like she's like kind of fading in and out, and you can see her mouth moving, but you can't hear any sound. And then she disappears, and all you can hear is like a disembodied voice. It just seems to get, it's like instantly right in front of your face.
Okay. Ooh.
Yeah. So there's this character. There's the. So you get the feeling basically that she doesn't have enough power to materialize and be heard at the same time. So it's like maybe a weaker sort of character, but it's very like unsettling. So she, she's just right in front of you, and you just hear, did you bring the key?
Ooh.
Huh?
The real question is, did I bring the key?
So she's not attacking you.
Right.
No, I've got the key.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think I have the key. I can tell her like, no, I didn't bring the key. What key?
You need the key to set me free.
Ooh. Okay.
And then like the voice kind of trails off, like it's in the distance, like like she's having trouble getting like positioning the voice in the location like next to you, so it's kind of like missing the target as she like talks to you.
Gotcha.
Gonna try to get out.
So
or...
is there
I was
is there
reading.
any move that you could use to like?
Yeah, I was reading like hunter stuff I could do, trying to figure out. I think I can technically use magic, but I don't know if I have any magic.
And Jess is alone currently, correct?
I am
believe
alone.
She's still alone right now. Okay.
Yes.
Does a flake have magic?
It says on my thing, I use magic, but I don't know. It seems weird that I would be able to. Maybe I don't.
Let's see.
I'm trying to find.
You've got flake.
They all have the same list.
I think it's one of the powers that you have to choose.
Yeah, I don't think I chose it. That's okay. Can I try to like reach out and touch this ghost?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to attempt to reach out and touch the ghost and try to like ground it and maybe myself at the same time.
Okay.
I don't
So
know.
you reach out and it's kind of like putting your arm, like running it across the top of like the freezer.
Ooh, chilly.
You feel that, but like the coldness, it like travels up your arm and like through you, and then like behind you, and then it's like gone. So it's like kind of constantly in motion. So you, but it's not attacking you. So I don't know. Let's see. You've got other stuff that you could use to like.
Can I ask the ghost its name?
Yeah.
I want to try to communicate with it.
Is there? Let's see. Is that investigate a?
It'd probably be investigate a mystery.
Let's see. Making sure. It's probably investigating mystery.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Actually, I mean, it's being like. You could still roll. You could see if there's anything, like around the room that you could use.
Yeah, I'm just gonna look around, but also sort of like try to size this ghost up a little bit. What does the ghost actually look like? Like you said, it was.
Okay. So she looks like a high schooler.
Okay, so she's young.
Yep. I cannot hear
I cannot.
you, Liz.
No, I can't hear you.
Reload them hangouts, maybe.
Sorry. Okay. Yeah, just go ahead and roll the.
Okay.
She's not in the hangout.
Oh.
That might explain it.
Unless you just dropped. I don't know.
Hello, Liz?
All right. So you got 4 plus 3 plus what is it?
What
Sharp?
Is it sharp?
Yeah.
So +2.
You got a 9.
Yeah.
All right.
Is it a mixed success?
So you get to ask me one of those questions. Either what happened here, what sort of creature is it, what can it do, what can hurt it.
I want to ask, what is being concealed here? In regards to what I can discern about either the room or the ghost, and you can pick which one about that.
What is being concealed here? Okay.
Like maybe something I didn't quite notice when I first looked over this like high school ghost.
Let's see. So you notice that the ghost does have chains. That it looks like it's weighted down with.
She needs that key.
Yeah, I need that key.
But I mean, the ghost is pretty like receptive. You know, even though it's like very staticky.
It doesn't seem like initially hostile.
Yeah, it's not trying to like withhold information with you. So,
Okay.
I mean, you're welcome to ask it questions too, just to figure out, you know, what you need to know.
All right. I want to ask her, how did you get trapped here?
He's holding my soul. He takes the souls at night. That's when he is strongest. He materializes during the nighttime.
Oh, okay.
They only come at night.
They only come at night.
Need the key.
So that's how I can help you, is with the key.
Need the key to free us all.
Okay. I don't have the key, but I could find the key. How do I get back to where I was?
You have to use the basement.
Basement? Is this the basement?
It leads to the basement.
It leads to the basement. Is there like a pathway around me? I didn't really look around or notice. I guess I kind of got distracted by this ghost. Is there any sort of path that I can see, like just like flashing the flashlight around a little bit?
So then the ghost goes quiet, and then it kind of, you see it reappear, and it's kind of hovering over this pit.
A pit?
And
oh, I see. Okay. Yeah, I see it. Oh, I understand this graphic now. Okay.
uses the souls for energy.
Energy.
He can heal himself.
I'm gonna investigate this pit. Can I see, like, if I
You
flash
can see down there. It looks like
is it
you
far?
can. It's maybe like 5-foot drop. It looks like that there's a tunnel
Okay.
down there, and the there's like a sudden jerking movement from like one of the chains, and you see you actually see the ghost like silently scream as it gets pulled back down and like through like just one of the walls.
Okay. And I'm alone again? There's like no
And
ghost.
you are alone.
Okay. Ooh. Well, I searched around the rest of the room, and as far as I can tell, the only way out is through the pit, correct? There's no alternate route, even with all these crazy bones everywhere.
So if you're looking around the rest of the room,
Yeah.
you do find one person that is there's like a recent body,
Okay.
and it has its chest ripped open, and the heart is missing. And it actually looks like I can't remember how you guys got to the house. Was there like a police report?
Yeah, I would assume that there was some sort of.
We
I
were
think,
all just there.
But
I think Liz said that like she was doing police scanner stuff. I don't remember.
so I would say that it that person matches the description
Okay,
of the owner of the house.
gotcha.
Oh shit.
Yay, there she is. Okay, and
Oh,
yeah, so
Didn't we see her like leave or not at all?
You did see her leave, so that
What?
does tell you that the whatever's in the house is not anchored to the house.
That's disconcerting.
So the body that Jess just found is this body of the woman that got attacked like at the very beginning that we saw leave?
Yep.
Oh, good. I hate ghosts.
So basically the time frame of I don't know, when you guys were exploring the house, something left the house and
Did some damage.
went out and found a meal.
oh no!
Oh shit.
So yeah, I mean you're basically in this thing's like feeding grounds.
Yeah, I can super tell that. Okay. Ooh, this is so tricky. Okay, so I found this body, but my question still stands. There's no, as far as I can tell, there's no way to go but down, correct?
Nope,
Okay.
that's it.
I like steel myself a little bit and take a step into the hole.
All right. So that is. I'm just gonna move you there. All right, so you're in the hole.
Fun time.
All right, so let's cut back to the rest of the group.
Oh, that's cool. Remove myself off.
And
Oh, I can't. Oh, there we go.
oh, actually, hold on. Let me make sure that didn't like
Delete
delete
me.
just from everything. Okay, no, it didn't.
Cool.
Still getting used to the system.
No, it's fine.
All right, so the rest of the people, like you basically just saw the door close, and when you opened it, like mid-scream, the scream was just like cut off, and there's like nothing there. And Atlas actually had kicked the door down to open it, but there's no person in the closet.
Well, that's not good. I say to the other people.
Shit. Can I track her at all, like by smell or something?
Yeah. Let's see. Can you use a? Can you roll against weird for that?
Yeah.
That will help out.
2d6. Yeah. And I have +3 weird, so 11.
Is it always 2d6?
Yeah.
Got an 11? Oh, that's awesome. All right. So let's see. What is the? Let's see. Yes.
That is my help out.
I wonder if that's.
Fuck, that's awesome. That's such a good roll.
That's a really good roll.
What? How did you get 15?
Wow.
They said
Like a
2d6.
perfect. That's nuts.
Oh, it was
All
perfect.
right. So you smell like everything in the house.
Wow.
I'm,
All of
Smell literally the wall.
I'm
you smell
wafting.
everything.
I'm wafting the air towards her.
No.
So I mean, you do pick up on her scent.
Yeah.
You. So you get Atlas. You get.
It just says it gives her the ultimate whatever.
Yeah, and I mean, I think that like as a werewolf, I mean you tell me how your ability works, but I think like as it's closer and closer towards like the moon, then
It gets more and more keen, which
yeah,
is
like
good
some of these
and
things
bad.
start to like kind of reveal themselves. Like even to the point where you might get some extra strength without fully transforming, but I think you could do like crazy damage with like claws and stuff like that unless you were actually transformed. So just as like a note, it's closing in on evening. It's not evening yet, but you do start getting there. I mean it's maybe like an hour away. So it's not close to like full moon yet, but that's something to keep in mind.
So it's not. So the full moon is tonight then, or is it a few days off?
We could say it's like we could say it's maybe tomorrow, but in like the so like maybe you have some ability to control like a full transform if you do a good job of resisting it. I think in and around the actual day, like you get some control, but like on the day of the full moon, you do not. You don't get to choose.
Okay, so tomorrow or in game tomorrow, like Dawn's just gonna be gone.
Yeah. So it's
Call in sick.
basically whoever's closest is gonna get some damage, maybe. So what do you guys want to do? Like you just saw your friend.
I'm gonna go in there and close the door. See if I get warped.
Into the closet.
Yeah.
Okay.
If I can smell where she's at, can I like head down? Like, would I be able to track her to the basement?
Yeah, I think so. I don't know if you.
I mean, because I know it's like a different dimension thing.
You could try. We could just say that you're kind of like moving around the house because she was like standing here, so her scent would be in the room still, I think. Yeah. So, I mean, do you guys want to head? Like, you don't know she's in the basement.
Okay.
But we can go down, like, head downstairs.
Like, I'm not trying to like metagame or anything. I'm just like,
Oh, it's okay.
If she's just gone, then like, where did she go? And then try to like track her down. And if like physically we can track down where she's at, then I know that like I would go down there to try to get her, make sure she's okay.
Yeah, and you do hear like somebody walking around downstairs. So, like below you, kind of like when you were downstairs, you heard somebody upstairs. So
Mhm.
when you're upstairs, you do hear somebody down. But so I think actually, as you guys are Scott, are you staying in the closet?
Before I went in there, I guess I noticed her snorting, and I looked her direction to see if she's gonna suggest going somewhere.
Okay.
I guess I'll just look downstairs, and then turn and head that way.
Right.
I mean, we could say that you went in the closet, but nothing happened.
Okay.
So she's not in there.
Shall we?
All right. So I'm gonna position you guys over here. All right. So let's see. You're coming down the stairs. You're kind of in this area. And as you hit this hallway, you hear just from like the main doorway.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
You just hear, "What the fuck are you guys doing in here?"
oh.
And you see the sheriff at the door, like taping some areas off.
Can I use my
What do we do?
connections?
Oh,
I'm
no.
gonna start pulling out my like private investigator badge if I need it. But if Atlas is gonna do some fucking like,
I'm really bad at it. I'm like terribly bad at this skill. So
no, I have shit for charm. I have negative
Okay.
1 charm, but like I have a fucking PI like
okay.
badge because
You?
that's
I find it funny that none of us are charming.
Yeah, 0, nothing.
We're all ugly and horrible. Okay. Nobody has any like, what is it? Sharp or cool? I'm trying to think.
Well, I have.
I have sharp.
I have sharp and cool. I just have none charm.
You could do. I would say either manipulate somebody or read a bad situation. Probably manipulate somebody. This guy basically thinks that you are possible threats. You see him like reach over across his chest and like click his walkie-talkie.
And I'll just like hold up my badge, just like, my name is Don Jacobs. I'm a private investigator. I had heard that there was a disturbance here, and currently one of my friends, my cohort, is missing. So we're investigating, trying to find out where she went.
Okay, and then do a roll for.
And that's
Please.
with
the heck?
someone. Oh,
Okay.
that's bad, because that's a 3 with charm. So.
Oh no!
So
Oh no.
while she's doing
That's
that, I'm
not
gonna send a
great.
text message to my agency, just in case.
Okay.
It's gonna be bad as well, probably.
So he looks over your way, and he just says, "What are you guys doing in this house? What are you guys doing here?"
I just told you.
We're trying to find somebody. We're looking for somebody for me, mister.
All right.
I'm
So
a
he
kid.
leans over and actually, so if you got a 4, this is actually supposed to go really wrong.
That's supposed to
So
go fucking bad.
so he leans over into his walkie-talkie and he says that he needs backup for the Mason house. He found the perpetrators of the D&E, and that there's 4 of them. They've got a kid as a hostage.
Oh!
Um,
Oh no! Oh!
And he pulls out his stun gun.
I'd
And
like.
he's
Y'all about
he's
to be
moving
in a
towards
real
you.
bad way.
Do you think I could possibly try and interfere with them?
Yeah.
With Mr. Security Officer, man. So what do I do? I've never used this before. Oh God, please help me. Oh God.
Let's see. What do you got?
Plus weird.
I mean, how do I roll on this thingy?
Oh, you're gonna. Go ahead.
You do
roll.
you just type that in. And I'm looking at your. What is your? You're spooky.
So it's 7 plus 1 because I still have that -1 consequence from the previous game.
What power is it that you're using?
It's my jinx that I can interfere with them.
All right, let me look at this real quick.
Shouldn't that be plus weird plus the jinx then?
Look at this jinx. Okay, so you encourage coincidence to occur the way that you want. So when you jinx a target, roll plus weird. You got a 7.
Yes.
Okay. You get to do one of these things. So you get to interfere with one of the hunters. You get to help. So you can basically do something that will give all the rest of the hunters an advantage to rectify this situation. You can do something that will basically cause an accident on this person. Or you can make the sheriff like find something more interesting than you. That's probably not very likely in this situation. Or you can make them lose something like an item that they're carrying that you can use for yourself later, but that's not going to fix the immediate situation. So you want to do something. Do you want to do something that's going to cause an accident to them? Or something that's just going to give the rest of the group like a bigger advantage?
I think right now, since the sheriff's the problem, I think let's interfere with them. Let's mess with them.
Okay. So what? So you got to tell me how that goes down.
He slips on a banana peel.
Okay. Well, there's no banana peels. So there's got to be something like around. Like he's basically holding a taser.
You could just fuck with the radio or like make him tase himself or something and then knock him out. I don't know.
Oh, like if he does have like safety gloves and like the stun gun like electrocutes his hand. Can it do that? I don't know if stun gun can do that. He trips and he drops it.
Wow, you're ahead of me.
Yeah, I mean, it's totally up to you.
I think maybe as he encroaches on us, he do you know how sometimes the floorboards are kind of like creaky and uneven? Maybe he like falls into one.
Okay.
Gets stuck.
So he loses balance and drops on the ground. So he's gonna get he's still very much active, but I'm gonna give him -1 on interactions moving forward.
We gotta go, guys, go!
All right. So basically, yeah, you guys gotta take care of this before he.
I mean, I
And,
could
like-
take care of it, but I don't.
I don't want to kill him.
Yeah.
Is there a way for us to like knock him out or something, or like make him sleep?
Yeah. I mean, you could totally do that. It's up to you guys how you do that. You don't have to shoot him in the face.
No.
So this game is more realistic than Dungeons and Dragons, because if you kill off the sheriff,
If we attack the sheriff at all,
sheriff,
that's just
yeah.
gonna fucking be a
Yeah.
shit show.
yeah, like that's
And my agency is totally useless.
Did you want to get run out of town? Because this is how you get run out of town.
so there's two things, right? There is first of all, you have to get him in a state where he's not going to.
It will be there. Sorry, guys. Give me a second. Hold on.
So you have to get him in a state where he is either like blocked somehow, like he can't get back to into the house, or but there's also the situation where he is already called in on the walkie-talkie for backup coming up. So
Well, actually, I'm reading my agency thing, and I did get a 7, which it says you might get chewed out by your superiors, and there might be fallout, but you get what you need for the job.
okay, awesome. So yeah, we could say that.
So I had
Takes care
sent
of
them a
the,
text message to deal with him.
That's right. Good. All right. So yeah, maybe to deal with him right here and now, or
Well,
to deal
yeah,
with
as
the backup.
in, no, I mean as in they get him to allow us to do what we're doing. Because they're
Okay.
a big, mysterious agency that has connections.
Okay. So what do you think that would
They would
look
send
like?
him
Maybe a neighbor
thing on
is like a
his,
sleeper agent or something?
No, it's basically they would contact the police
Sorry,
and
guys.
tell them to get him to quit it.
Oh, okay.
I mean, they would have people in the police, but they would just get, yeah.
Okay. All right. So I think maybe the conversation with that.
I walk up to him, I say, you should be getting a call very quickly here, and then his walkie-talkie starts from his superior. How's that sound?
Yeah, I think that sounds good. Like, basically, lets him know that you guys are also maybe
Or he can
agents
join
or
us.
something working on this.
He can join us. He'll be a meat shield.
Yeah. Okay.
So I say to him,
there-
well, now that you know we're approved to be here, if you would like to help us find our missing colleague, it would be very helpful.
All right.
There's been some very strange things happening around here so far, so I would suggest being as careful as possible. Shall we start looking? And I give him a description of what she looks like.
So I think he kind of looks at you a little bit suspiciously, but he ends up putting the taser away, and he says, "Yeah, what's your friend look like?"
I described to him.
Oh, okay.
No double crossing us, Mr. Police Officer, or else.
That's not going to help.
I'll like ruffle your hair and
Yes.
like it's okay.
What a cute child.
Glares.
I think he's still kind of looking at the kid as like, she's an agent. Okay.
Well, I couldn't find a
It's-
babysitter. Sorry. And then I start walking.
All right. So, I think he fills you in on maybe like what he originally came to investigate, which was there was some reports of things moving on their own, and there was a panicked homeowner that he can't seem to find.
Well, we found him.
And
Well, just did.
Yeah, we don't know at the moment.
so, yeah, for the moment, he is he's willing to go along with you guys, and just follow you around to where you need to look in the house.
So do we need to look in this level, or can we just say there's nothing here and then keep going type of thing?
Let's see.
Do you think we could look in the basement? You know, I really wanted to go earlier.
Okay.
I'm going to. Let's just head down to the basement. That's the area that you haven't explored yet. So.
Mr.
He's
Snuggles
joining
tells
us.
me we need to go.
That is where the bear wanted to go.
He's pretty mad at me that we didn't go earlier.
All right.
You happy now, Mr. Snuggles?
Let's see. I'm gonna move this in here.
Door. Oh! Wow.
All right. So you guys are just kind of are in here.
Where's this?
1 second. You guys have that's the sheriff.
Yeah.
Is with you, and so this area looks like it's an older part of the house.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe other parts that had some renovations, but this part looks like a like an older cellar. Hold on a second. I'm gonna go get myself. Who is that? Okay, never mind. Okay, so it's an older cellar. Let me look at this description real quick. All right, so there are there's like metal cellar doors. So there's like a little stairway that's kind of leading out to the outside.
Yeah.
There's a washer dryer against a wall, and like a set of shelves like against the against one of the walls that has like paint cans and tools and different sorts of like maintenance stuff. Got rock salt for like sidewalks.
So do we need to investigate a mystery down here, or is that equivalent to just looking around type of thing?
Let's see. Yeah, I mean, you can do that for sure.
I'm gonna call for Sarah.
I think I have powers to investigate a mystery.
Well, whoever has good sharp feels free to.
Yeah, I can do it. Let's take a look and see what I can see.
All right. Is that you that just rolled the 7? No.
Oh no, I didn't roll yet.
Okay, here, just do a quick roll.
Boom. Oh boy.
Oh,
Was 2
plus sharp.
Wow. That is...
Yeah, that doesn't make it.
What's your sharp?
But even though I failed, the mark experience.
Yeah. We had somebody else that had a failed roll here too.
Me, and I'm almost leveled up. Like I've got like 1 away.
Okay.
Yeah, Mark
Yeah, make sure you're leveling up every time
I'm
something
gonna
goes
be
right.
right back. I'm gonna use the bathroom.
I have a question. What do I
Yeah.
do when all my experience boxes are filled?
Oh, you level up next time.
Yep. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so who was it that was calling out for Jess?
Me.
Okay. So I think from as you guys are in here, Jess is in this in this hole.
The upside down.
And she's kind of gone down this path for a little bit until
Ooh.
feels like there's like she's got the flashlight, so you just see a like a very small door in front of you that is it's when you try and open it, it just seems to be like stuck against something. And from in here, you hear your own name. You hear it. So you get the sense that like Dawn is close by. Hello?
Hello,
Jess?
Jess. Oh no.
Sorry, I ran to the bathroom. What's up?
Oh my gosh, okay.
She's
All right.
gone.
I was
So-
actually gone.
So when you like get in this hole, there's like a tunnel that you're crawling through. It's very small.
Okay. Like hands and knees small.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you run into, at the end, you just run into like a tiny door that it opens the other way, and it seems to be like stuck against something,
Mm-hmm.
which means that you are trapped. Like that is not an exit, but you do hear Dawn calling out for your name. You
Can
hear
I?
your-
I'm gonna bang really hard against the door and call back at her.
Do I hear it?
Yep.
Okay, I'm going to help out
Yeah.
Okay.
Do I
or
see your
protect
character
someone.
banging?
There's only like 6 people here.
So, it's cool. All right. So in this basement area,
Can I pick up one?
you there's like this little corner that's back in here that you actually hear Jess again. And it's by like where the
I
washing
love the
machine
little
and the
icon.
dryer are. It seems to be coming from like
Oh no, I can't.
behind those.
I'm gonna use my fucking freakish strength and just move them both at the same time, like, to get to where, like, I hear her.
Okay, so you see a
Who has 62,000?
like where all the connections to the machines were. You see those, and you see crack like in the wall, but it looks like it's been like kind of like drywalled in this one spot, like kind of hastily. Wait, that's the wrong area. Sorry. Anyway, so you just see this like tiny creepy little door like towards the base of the wall that was sitting behind where the washing machine was.
Can I get it open?
And now that the machines are out, like you actually
See the button.
like Jess comes out.
Ah, there I am.
What happened?
Oh my god. It's so there's so many things. It's also extremely gross in there. There's a ghost. Like a
Well,
real
We
ghost.
got that.
Also,
My hands on my cheek.
uh,
Whoa.
what was like out of character? What was the owner's name? Do we remember? Did we know?
Amanda Bennett.
Did we see her?
Yeah, I found the body of Amanda. Her heart is missing. It's not great.
We just saw her leave.
No, she's definitely not left.
Body.
Should we send the police guy in there?
I mean, that's.
Who?
I'll like help you up and like
Yeah.
help brush you off and stuff.
I don't think our gate's gonna be
All I know is scary chained to the ground ghost girl said that he gets stronger at night, and it doesn't seem like especially with Amanda's body in there, it doesn't seem like he has to be in the house to like exist. So I don't know what she's talking about, but it sounds really scary and big, and probably the biggest monster we've ever seen. So very not a great time. Also, there's a million bones in there.
I'll like look at the police officer like, well,
House has secrets.
I look at Mr. Snuggles. Know anything?
Do you know?
we just see this child look at her fucking doll.
Yeah, she's looking at her bear like, "Hey, what can you tell me about this?"
Did you find out anything else?
She really wanted a key.
Like this key? I'd show it to her.
Is it red? Is it the red key?
It's got a heart on it.
A heart? Oh, cute.
Oh.
It might be the right key. I don't know. Do you want to crawl back in and try?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Oh my god.
So, should the sheriff go first, or should I go first?
But like, he's like, yeah, let's go.
So you notice the
I'm
sheriff
talking to
actually
the
staring
sheriff.
at this,
I'm telling him that there's a body in there that we need to deal with.
Wanna hide a body?
Oh no.
So as soon as you mentioned the
I told him to call it in. Or, I mean,
Yeah.
assume he would anyways.
I think that the sheriff moves in closer to you. Suddenly, like his whole demeanor seems to have changed a little
Uh-oh.
bit. He seems a lot more intense.
Hungry? He seems hungry.
I would say hungry. You do notice some like
Angry.
his uniform has
So,
some.
Before he,
feathers
like,
around it?
super morphs or whatever the heck he's gonna do,
Sure.
let me look at my stuff.
Fuck him up.
Yeah, pretty much. Uh,
The only one I do have a waypoint on.
So I mean, I have that battlefield awareness. It says you always know what's happening around you and what to watch out for.
Yeah, I think with that, you get the sense that like the energy of this person
The guy in big armor.
has become
I'm like just fighting.
hostile.
Does that mean that he is like a zombie?
Is he
And if I were
possessed
to-
or is
I don't think
he-
that you can really tell, but I will say that the Mr. Snuggles,
Oh!
he. So yes, for Scott, you Atlas, you just get the sense that there should be no reason that this sheriff should be as interested in this key.
Oh, he saw me with it.
That
Well, you mentioned you had it.
Yeah, I pulled it out.
Okay.
and
All right.
I think maybe even
A frog.
the sheriff asks if he can take a look at it, and just something in his voice doesn't like it puts you on the edge.
I hand it
Mr.
to
Yep.
Let's see, Sarah.
Okay.
I take it.
Stop.
And as
Sorry, my
once I
cat.
hand it to her, I pull out my big gun.
Okay.
Okay.
Sorry, guys. I was excited.
And
And I say as I'm doing that, we don't have time to play around. We need to get in there.
I just wanted to see the key.
We have to move.
All right.
Sure, yeah.
All right, and Mr. Snuggles gives you Naomi. He
Yeah.
gives you a message of
Got a break.
uh,
Oh no.
something along the lines of like the item we came here for is not here.
Go away.
He is the item.
Where is it then? Where do you want me to go?
So
Have you been here before? Oh, there's Snuggles.
and I think at this point, being so close to the sheriff, the Mr. Snuggles goes a little bit quiet. He's not usually very quiet at all, and he just tells you made a huge mistake in coming here.
Us or him?
I think he probably means just you both.
In general.
Everyone? Did he say it out loud, or did he say it to her?
We can't hear him. We can't hear Mr. Snuggles. Only Naomi can.
No, I thought.
He wanted to go to the
Oh, the
basement.
police wasn't the.
Wait, who
okay.
said that exactly? I missed
Mr.
it.
Snuggles did to me.
Oh, okay.
So that Mr. Snuggles says that, and I think Mr. Snuggles gives you one more piece of information. He tells you, we need to get out of here. That's a Slua, which is a soul stealer. Okay, so.
Hey, guys!
Yeah, go for it.
Go dissolve the slime with your mushrooms.
Guys, I don't have a good feeling about this. Maybe we shouldn't open the door. Maybe we shouldn't go in there.
In the creepy hallway?
Yeah, no. I don't think that's a good idea, guys.
Yeah, but if we leave, then what? We're just gonna leave to go to the next case.
I'm sure it's fine.
So I think that Atlas has battle awareness, and once that key gets handed off, the attention of the sheriff is immediately on Sarah, and there is a there's like a split second where the face of this sheriff actually kind of wipes clean. It becomes like smooth and featureless. Like there is no nose. It's just
Oh, it's like Slender Man.
Oh.
Yeah, it's
While
like
that's happening, I'm gonna move this direction.
Smooth skin sort of face, and you see like
no, not a chance.
The appendages at the joints kind of like grow.
I didn't see it happen.
So that the elbows are like further out, like it becomes more gangly, and it makes it's gonna make a lunge, but I don't think it's gonna be able to get past like where Scott was. So it's basically gonna take
that's where I was.
Okay, good.
I will protect.
My closest
Scott.
Oh,
He's jumping
Atlas.
at me.
So yeah, do a roll against
It'd be kick some ass, wouldn't it?
kick some ass, yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
Let's see. Oh, that's in the main doc.
I'm gonna I'm gonna call Naomi. Like, Naomi, come over here. Come away from the monster, please.
Rushing to her side. Yeah.
So I'll put myself between the monster and that whole fight and Sarah and Naomi.
Okay.
You got a 10.
Yeah, so it says choose one extra effect.
Yeah, so you can give it like one extra hurdy point. With your attack, or you can give you can do some sort of move that gives you an advantage plus like the damage that you do. So you can.
I'm holding my gun, and I was holding it, so I think I'll push him. Let me pull out the. I'm gonna push him this direction
Okay.
with the gun, and then I'm gonna shoot him.
Dun.
All right. So what damage does your gun do?
It says 3 harm.
Damn. All right.
That's a good hit.
Wow. Okay. So you definitely do that. So let's see. All right. So he's kind of pushed that way. Trying to think if there's anything around there.
I just want him to get away from the group. So
yeah, he's just in the center. So he's kind of on
unless he's
his
supernatural, he's probably not getting up.
Yeah. Okay, so he is on the floor. Where's? Hold on a second. I'm trying to find my monsters. That looks promising. All right.
Wait, let me revise that. I'm gonna shoot his legs. How's that? Like I push him and then I aim down towards the legs, so he can't. Yeah.
Okay. Cool. So he takes 3 harm, which is like that's very hefty. And he lets out just a horrible
Damn it.
scream, but it moves very quickly. So okay, who's next?
Are we fighting this thingy?
You guys are fighting this thing.
Oh God!
Like you can tell by the way that this thing lunged that
It's not human.
it is. You're gonna have a very hard time trying to run away from it.
Okay.
I mean, the thing is, if we kill it, are we gonna be
Throwing more slime.
going in jail? That's my concern.
No. I mean, it doesn't even have the sheriff's uniform.
Oh, then I just
Like,
shot it as normal.
Yeah, like basically it's like skin is does not look human. It's got maybe some molting going on like around the neck and like the back of the head.
Okay.
Yeah. And it's covered in like just these like feathers and
Bird.
skin pieces.
It's a dinosaur.
Yeah, its head does look like it's kind of like slowly morphing and distorting into not really like a beak, but kind of like in Beetlejuice, where like one of those characters like stretched out their mouth, elongated. So it's kind of like a beak, but it's made out of just like skin.
Can I lunge and attack it?
Skin is a tricky one.
Yeah.
Like,
Sounds
I'm
gross.
Yeah. It's really super gross.
Yeah. So I look at the monster and look at everybody else and look at the key, and then I go back in the hallway.
I guess I'll go sit with the dead bodies. This sounds better.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. Get a jump start on that.
Okay, so it sprawls across the floor, but it's like hands and feet.
Does it try to go after her when she does that? And
Yeah, I go like back.
Another lunge towards like the key as soon as it like scuttles back and basically is like almost immediately like back up again.
Can I like partially transform and then like meet it and like do like a teeth or a claw attack?
A teeth or claws.
I mean,
do a roll against
an ass.
you,
Okay.
and we'll see how well that goes. Oh,
That's 3, so it's an 8.
That's not huge.
Just a straight roll?
okay. So I think with an 8, I'm going to give you this choice where it's close enough to the full moon that you can transform, but it's going to take some serious effort to change back.
Oh no.
Like,
I'll do that.
you're not going to be able to control when you change back immediately. You'll have to just kind of let the rage or whatever kind of work itself out.
Our achievement.
Yeah, I think I'll take that, and I'm gonna
Yo,
just
go.
attack it with a bite attack, which is 3 harm.
Okay.
Just
Cool.
go for the throat. Surprise!
All right.
I'm a werewolf.
So that
And then
you've got a hold on it, and as you're so you definitely do the 3 damage on there, and as you're oh, wait a second, sorry,
that's not Orange Trader.
so with an 8 you get hit too, and you get
Like a recoil.
you get
It's like bad taste in your mouth.
a you get a claw
Okay.
straight up your back, and you almost feel when it reaches like the at your like shoulder blades, it feels like there's like something almost being like pulling your inside out through the back almost. Like it doesn't pull anything out, but it just feels like it's like, I don't know. It's just a feeling that you get where your organs feel like they're like getting pulled almost towards that like
So do I
hand.
take a harm?
Yeah, you take 3.
Damn. All right. I'm doing not great then.
Oh no. I think me and Mr. Snuggles are a little too close to the action.
So I am unstable then.
Yeah, it means you will probably need to get some. Are you at 4?
Yeah.
Figured there'd be some.
Yeah, you will probably need to get some medical attention.
Once I'm done being a puppy, you know, and fighting a thing.
Roll hurt.
Yep. Yeah. So this thing, you can
Does it
tell
look
it's
injured?
enraged, and it's actually struggling to like it is very fast and it's very strong, but also when you're grabbing it and like trying to bite into it, like your jaws don't like lock on to the piece. Like it's almost like you have to keep like biting down and like re-biting, because like the pieces of this thing keep phasing in and out.
Incorporeal.
Yeah. So it's, I mean, yeah, it's almost like you're trying to grab onto it and your hand's like sliding through like slush almost, and then it like kind of reforms. So you're
Wait, does she have any armor?
I don't think she does.
Okay.
I'd like to take a step back towards the stairs to give me some distance from everybody. I think just everybody like fighting and pew pew pew. And I think I would take a step back.
Go for it.
And then
You should be able to move your thing, my Jake.
oh, I can move it myself? What?
Yeah, you can drag it yourself.
Oh yeah, you just wrong one.
Oh,
That was me.
oh no, I can't move it.
Oh, he has to probably set it up.
Oh. Yeah, no, I can't move it. Roar! Okay. Well, anyway.
So, are you
So
going to attack it?
Yeah, I will. I don't really like how this is going out, and I'm kind of scared. So I looked
Chris-
at Mr. Snuggles, and so him and I both will cast a magic spell.
cool.
She wanted to move first.
Oh,
So that would be
can
like
she not
a-
move?
No,
She
I
can't
tried
move
to
it.
move it. And I
She
just
can't drag. She can't
Oh,
drag.
you know what? I have to let me mess with some stuff here real quick. You get to represents character Naomi. All right. Yep, you were the one person that
The thing is like, hey, do what you do.
didn't have your
Well, all right.
stuff enabled. Can be edited by do
Yes.
and
There's no mushrooms to get up through here.
does Snuggles. Maybe.
Just like jumping puzzle.
Here we go. All right, now you should be able to move those.
Okay, let me see. Yeah!
Not very well, so.
Cool! Wow!
Awesome. What are you gonna do to this
Wait, what's going on over here?
beast?
Oh boy, that
I told you not to double cross me, mister! Rawr! And so, that's the magic spell. 7 plus 2?
Hey Joe.
Okay, so you got a 9.
9.
But okay, so you got to tell me like what are you?
The target immediately suffers harm. 2 harm, magic ignoring armor.
Okay. Ooh.
Give me 1 second, guys. I gotta go, so I'll be back. Keep going for me, Rocket!
Okay.
Oh, God.
Well, in mid-fight, but that's fine.
I think she had something with her mom.
Oh.
Am I next or Jess?
I'm crawling through that hallway back to that scary room. You can like resolve mine later if you want. If it's just easier logistically.
Well, I want to give her like one chance to.
Well, she did her damage.
What you been up to, Joe?
Did she? Well, I got to figure out like what she did with it.
It's just magic.
Yeah, but it's like I don't think she gets just like a spell. Like she.
Terrible fate.
Well, it says use magic, and then it says effects inflicts harm.
Okay.
And she got
okay.
What did she get?
Let's
A
just-
9? 7 plus 2.
Yeah, that's pretty decent.
So that would be. It works
She gets
imperfectly.
kind of like a negative effect with that too.
Choose effect and a glitch.
Probably done it.
The keeper will decide which.
So I think what the negative of that is going to be is I think it's just going to get
Well, it has a list of glitches.
some
That's not fair.
very unwanted attention. Like
Well,
I
it says
think
the
that
effect is weakened. It's short duration.
Fat man
You can take 1 harm, ignore armor, magic draw. Oh, the unwelcome attention one.
Yeah.
I think he gets to pick the effect.
Yeah. So I think it's unexpected that this thing would run into
Don't say.
something else that could use magic. And I think that this creature, this Slua, immediately recognizes Mr. Snuggles as the dark magician trapped inside this teddy bear
Okay.
that he really is.
How did
And I think that's going to give him enough
fun. Yeah.
pause to actually like jump back. And as he jumps back, you see him kind of like reach over his shoulder, and you see the like Jess. Are you able to actually see any of this?
I think I ran away.
Point of interest there.
Okay.
I don't think I see what's going on. I'm like head first back into like the dark tunnel.
All right. Well, from where you're at, you hear the voice of the ghost
Mm-hmm.
that you talked to from the other room. Everybody else actually sees her. So as he's reaching over his shoulder with this claw, this ghost girl seems to get pulled out of almost thin air in front of him, and is like sucked into this creature.
Oh.
And you can tell that like the parts of it that were kind of like fading and had like pieces shifting around have kind of like tightened, and it looks a lot more awake now. Like it looks refreshed.
Yeah.
And so it basically like healed itself
By eating this ghost.
Yeah.
Was it the one that was chained down already?
Yep.
All right. I don't know.
So it was the one that you had talked to.
Right.
Okay, guys, sorry about that. Sorry.
Okay.
I live.
That's okay. Okay, so what you missed is the you basically missed him like taking out a soul from some reserve that it had,
Huh?
and it like ate it.
It ate a soul I released.
And whatever damage you guys had done, it is it's like refreshed now, and it looks super mad.
Oh.
Oh yeah, that'll bit.
Like even more so.
Is it my turn?
Also, it recognized that you're Mr. Snuggles was a dark wizard, and I think it even might have even spoken it out loud, of saying something along the lines of, "I didn't expect to find a dark wizard so close to home."
Oh boy, now I fell in a hole. Oh man, where am I?
Okay.
Oh no.
So this thing is basically cornered, and it's looking for a fight.
Open down here. How big are you?
Who's next? Who wants to go next?
I'm
There's
going.
no like official like turn order in this. It's like, I mean, I'll like stop somebody if they're just like completely
Spam.
hogging it.
Well, I'm gonna attempt to heal Don Jacobs
Okay, you could totally do that.
or medic or whatever it's called. First aid.
I don't think that you
It does. I have to do
need to
stuff.
roll on.
Does Mr. Snuggles tell me anything in regards to his commentals or what he says?
Yeah. So Mr. Snuggles has relayed to you that this thing that you're fighting is a slua,
Lua.
which is it's an ancient creature, shapeshifter that can steal souls, and it uses captured souls to power itself.
Okay.
So I stabilized her, and I also gave her -2 harm, so she can heal for 2.
Cool. You get that, Don?
Mr. Atlas, you seem to be a really smart guy. What's a slua?
So I think that like Mr. Snuggles like kind of relays that in like just like a split instant to you, so you get maybe some visual images of something of maybe like battles in the past that have been fought against one of these creatures.
I respond to her, we just need to kill it, so kill it.
No. It's more than just a thingy. Like, he's super magical.
Yeah, you've got magic too, so use your magic on it.
What? I'm not a wizard.
Sure.
Oh,
I mean, there are several things around the room that you could use to fight it with. Like, there's basically like there's like some rusted chain from like different, like, kind of imagine just like a shop workroom area. So there would be like maybe like rusted chain. It's a supernatural thing, so like rock salt might work against it. Iron generally works against like ghosts and
Well, I just
supernatural
took a
stuff.
turn, so whoever.
You get up there.
What do we do? Mr. Snuggles, what should I do?
Is her mic out again?
I don't have that.
She's not talking.
Hey Liz, I think your mic might be out.
No.
I guess I asked Mr. Snuggles, is there anything that I can do to like stop it or like help them? Mr. Snuggles, what should I do?
Okay. So you can ask what is that? Investigate. That's definitely a roll against something.
Yes.
That is.
Would that be sharp, like reading a bad situation? No.
I think that you could probably just roll against
If I can just
weird and maybe like a use magic.
Okay. The weird.
Yeah.
Boom. 9 + 2 is 11.
All right. So you got an 11. So I think at this point, Mr. Now I can hear you. Awesome.
Okay.
So Mr. Snuggles, he gets he's able to like whip a chain,
Whoa!
one of the chains from around, and kind of twirl it and loop it around this creature. And you can immediately see like that having an effect where it's like the creature kind of doubles back and like throws his head back, and there are spots where it seems like it's like sizzling against this chain, and he lifts his head back and lifts his chest up. There you could see like a little like glowing spot
It's hard to.
in the shape of a like a little glowing keyhole,
Who saw that?
and
In it.
Where is it?
it's like in the center of his chest.
Okay.
And actually, you can see the ribs under. Yeah, you could see his ribs, and almost through like transparent skin, you can see just like
Inside the city to get to where you are.
all these different moving shadow creatures like underneath the skin.
Those are the souls.
So while this is
Souls that
happening,
you're collecting.
is Jess able to find anything? We're in that room.
Yeah, I would assume so. I think I probably made it back to the room and like can't find the ghost and probably turned around.
Yeah, I don't think that there's anything. She wasn't able to find anything in that room.
Pretty close to where you are.
So I guess I would head back and would like see like
No.
pop out and see this
Yes.
happening.
Shut up.
Yep.
Okay.
I tried to tap S to cancel my and I tapped X and summoned a raptor to jump
So-
off the cliff.
What does the situation look like right now? Liz is really hurt. Maylee was
I'm better now.
your bear was
She's
freaking out?
stabilized, so she's not
Okay.
taking like poison damage.
Agent Mr. Snuggles is kicking ass.
Okay, good.
Agent Mr. Snuggles kicking some ass, taking names.
So I lock eyes with Atlas and I said my plan didn't work and I toss him the key back.
Okay.
Can
Do
I
have to
use
roll
the
to
chain
catch?
to like hold
As
it in
that
place?
key gets tossed, that thing lets out like a shriek, and it takes a step towards you again. But it doesn't. That's all it does.
Well,
What were you saying, Liz? Sorry.
Oh, like the chain hurt it, so could I take the chain and like hold it in place so we could get the key like in its little heart or whatever? And
the
yeet
thing
it?
is, it wants to get to the key, which concerns me.
Right, I don't think we want to give this thingy the key.
How did you get there?
I'm pretty scared.
Well, if it's got like a lock in its like chest or whatever, if we like unlock that, would that free the souls?
But I don't
Yeah.
think we want to free some of those souls. What if some of those souls are evil too?
I understand.
Do we want to get the fuck out of here and then come at it after doing more research now that we know what it is?
It's probably just going to kill more people
Yeah,
or
that's
follow us.
Mm-hmm.
It can follow you off the premises. It's not stuck in the house.
Yeah.
So should we just give it a shot and try to?
Well, what would happen if you shoot
Yeah.
it? Would it die?
I'm going to keep shooting it.
Well,
I can
no,
keep
wait,
shooting
well,
it.
it's kidding, mister.
I can keep shooting it.
This big long conversation like Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah, just like it's like happening on the side as like this monster's like standing there squiggling over.
Yeah. Or we sound like chipmunks talking to each
Yeah.
other. It's all happening in 3 seconds.
Bullet time. I'm stuck in wolf form because of the fucking glitch, so I can't use my magnum, can I?
I think as a wolf form, you
That shoe's like halfway.
I recommend.
is it half?
Full.
Well, okay.
You
It
went
was
full?
I thought she was at
She
least.
went into a full
Oh,
wolf.
okay.
Like, yeah, because of her role, she can't control like when she comes out of it.
Oh,
And I think as a wolf, you've just got that hunger going now, and
Okay, so I'm just gonna fucking go
you
at
were
it
focused
again.
on the creature. So I think your options are you're basically either going to continue to go after that creature or you're going to go after Atlas.
oh,
Okay, then I'm gonna go after the creature because it hurt me. So
All right.
I'm
Do you want to do
yeah.
a kick ass but roll against weird?
2d6 plus 3, so a 9 again. God damn, I can't win.
You did
I
good.
will follow behind
Um,
her and with the key. So when she's grappling that thing, I will attempt to key it.
Key is car.
Yeah.
All right. So
Purple guys.
Get wrecked, monster.
So let's go up here.
she's moving towards here.
Yeah.
I'm
I think. Well, hold on a second, because like it kind of like trades off hits for each person. So like every time that you attack, it attacks you. So as it senses that you make that leap towards it, it like whips out a hand in front of it, and it like drops its finger that's pointed at you, and you just feel like this slice go across the front of your forehead, kind of like what is it, Sylar from Heroes?
Oh shit! I haven't thought about that
and
show in a million years.
yeah, it hits deep. That's gonna hit you for 2 damage, and you do 3 damage to this guy. But you take 2 damage. All right.
Okay, so I'm bloody again, but that's okay.
Oh no.
Once
then,
it's dead, we can deal with other stuff.
And so it's gonna let out another roar as it feels your teeth sink into it. And let's see. Let's do Got.
Yep. Do I need to roll for this?
Are you doing kick some ass?
I am doing a insert key.
Insert key.
I think that's kick some ass.
I think that you're probably gonna have to like. It's probably gonna be a kick some ass to get even close to it. You're gonna have to, yeah.
All right. It's close to. I'm just gonna make sure what the modifier is.
While they're doing that, I'm gonna run to Sarah.
Oh, that's bad.
Oh dear.
Oh no!
All right.
What's
so
up?
you got a
5.
a 7?
5. No, it's the total 5. It's a 5.
Sarah, you.
All right. So as you reach in for that,
Another hand comes out.
Its face changes from that instead of having like kind of like this elongated like mouthpiece, like it just kind of shifts very quickly, and you see your own face like looking directly back at you, and it takes a, let's see, you got a 5, yeah. It takes a grab at you right towards your chest.
I do have armor on.
You? Okay. So
2.
you've got
I have 2
let's
armor.
see. Let me look up and see. Is it's doing a, yeah, it's doing a heart ripper. So
I don't think it could get to
That's
my
not
heart.
good.
Oh gosh, so terrible.
that has got, oh, you've got armor.
2 armor.
Wow.
Oh, that's pretty awesome.
It's a flak vest.
So that,
I mean, it would have to rip
that
through
does
my
1
flak
damage
vest.
to you.
Okay.
You maybe get like just the very end of like some claws.
I don't know which thing is my hit points.
The green one?
Harm.
It's the green.
It's the red one.
I only have 3.
Oh, I'm sorry. No, the green one is hit points.
Where is that located? How does it know how many I have? Or is it standard?
It's through like a character sheet that I've entered for you.
Okay.
If you like double click on your token, it'll have bar 1, 2, 3.
I see him. I took 1 off.
Cool. All right. So, and actually with a 5, this thing kind of like shrinks back, and it kind of surveys the room and the people that are
Wasn't it grappled
standing
though
around
with the chains in her?
I think even with the chains, it's gonna kind of start to like melt and let the
Okay.
chains slip off, and it kind of you hear those bird sounds that you heard in the attic earlier, and it just explodes into
Defending
just
undead, so all I do is lay down.
crazy amount of birds that kind of like slip into this other plane, and the chain you just hear that drop to the floor.
Oh shit.
So you've still got the key,
Mhm.
but that you basically like bought
It's
it off to the
gone.
point where it's gonna regroup. You guys are in the basement. You guys had your first encounter with
Hold on, guys. Sorry. I just had to mute myself really quick.
you had your first encounter with the monster during the day.
Okay.
So if it gets stronger at night, we need to get the fuck out of there.
Yeah,
Although,
this is non-ideal.
I'm gonna like. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah. So also, so this kind of like enters into the area where now you start planning the hunt of how do you if it can get away, like what can you use to keep it there? What do you know can hurt it? And just kind of like forming a plan.
Okay.
So you guys can either do that like inside the house, or you can regroup somewhere else,
Is there
or
like a magical library or something in the area?
I mean, and
Library.
I'll need to depupify and not be hostile. So like, that's a thing.
oh yeah. I'll let you pick. Like how do you think that you're like do you see your werewolf form like still going after the rest of the party after the
I think with
enemies
how
left?
hurt I am, that like it's more of a like cornered animal thing where like I'll back into a corner and then just like do the like scared dog kind of thing where like if they don't approach, I won't attack kind of.
Right by the
Shindig, but, like,
stairs. Yeah.
Ooh. And then hey Scott, did you add in a XP point for that 5?
No, I haven't been tracking that.
Okay.
Probably important.
I think that I think you've had 2 like failed.
It's
Plus
through the
the-
whole game? More than
Yeah,
No, I
it's,
two.
think
it's through the whole game.
yeah, it's constant.
I think I've had 2 fails.
Oh, I had 3, so 4
I've had-
total.
Okay. Yeah, so if you double click on your token.
Yeah, I changed it.
Okay. Cool.
Well, I didn't change those. I just changed it in the journal.
Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, just in the journals, totally. Fine. So yeah, where do you guys want to go?
So we're just
Like,
gonna leave her?
I think that maybe she transforms back after a short
after
wait.
calming
maybe.
down, and then just like a bloody fucking mess.
Sarah, are you okay?
I've been better.
Like, is there any information that anybody knows that the rest of the group doesn't know?
Well, we
Mm.
saw
Maybe
that
we
the
could-
fucking iron hurt the shit out of it.
Well, I did know what the ghost said, but as far as I know, the ghost got consumed by the other monster. And I didn't actually get any information about the in quotes big bad monster. Aside from the fact that like it wasn't bound to a single location, so I think that's pretty viable information.
Okay.
Should we check that room again, or should we just leave?
Wait, guys.
I need to be stabilized.
So
I don't think I can get close to you.
Well, now that I'm not like a fucking werewolf, like in wolf mode, I'm just.
Yeah, I think
one
she's kind of
person.
just fallen out of
I'll make an
werewolf
attempt.
mode after taking some serious damage. I think maybe that's like kind of knocked her out of it a bit.
Is this the type of game after a fight you're basically fine, or is it you continuously?
No, the harm stays.
No, we gotta go like fix ourselves. I'm-
Yeah, like I think if you guys left the house and were to come back like tomorrow or something like that, then you would be healed. Whereas if you went after the monster right now, you would be on.
I would die.
I'm gonna call it. I think we need to leave. Like I know that's been said, but I think we should make a haste escape.
Yeah.
personally.
Do you want me to attempt the medic thing?
Yeah, just so
Okay.
that way if we go to like a ER or something.
At a 10, let's see, 10 plus, you got stabilized and +2 again.
Yeah.
So I'm very
So-
cool with that because it's a
Thank you.
cool
Yeah.
skill.
is there a way for me to make notes on this roll 20 thing?
Is there a what?
Is there a way for me to like make notes on this roll 20 thing?
There is a
Yeah,
note
if you go to
area.
journal,
Where's it?
it's like the third tab up at the top.
I
you can
don't
double
think
click
you
on
have
your
a
character.
notes tab. I don't see a notes tab.
Good job, my noble.
You probably have to add it.
Oh yeah, you can add experience.
After jumping it up, that saves it.
There should be like a bio and info that you could add notes under.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah. You have to click edit though.
Oh yeah. Yep.
I think there is a notes tab with Uriel's, but I don't know. You have to add it somehow.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure how to do that.
Although the bio and info thing is, you can't edit it unless you go another layer into the interface.
Not that quick.
Yeah.
I could just ditch it.
Oh, real quick, I forgot to do the keeper. Let's see what we got here. We got
Unless it's just
do some other experience stuff real quick.
I didn't get a thing for it.
No questions. All right, so we conclude the current mystery. No. Did we save someone from certain death or worse?
Kinda.
Yeah.
Twice.
You guys
Yeah.
were gonna die. Did we learn something new and important about the world? Yes.
Yes.
Did.
Sounds like a good
Did
word.
we learn
I
something
learned
new and
what
important about one of the hunters? Yeah, we did.
Yep. I got explaining to do next time.
For the two
And
So
you
we
and
found
the
out
dark
that like
twice.
he revealed that Mr. Snuggles is a
Iris.
Dark
Dark
mage.
wizard.
magician.
A dark wizard.
A dark wizard.
I gotta talk to the bear and I gotta explain what happened.
So everybody gets 2 extra experience points.
Oh shit. Okay, so
I think I'm over.
Then
yeah.
I've had 5 personally.
cool. So the way that I'm going to handle that is, I'll just do those at the beginning of the mission. Like you could just, or I mean, you could just message me in the group. Just take time to look over what you want to add as your extra level up.
You just add
thing.
another move. Is that it?
It should.
It's in the hunter guide, I think.
Oh.
Yeah, it should say.
Leveling up. Mark an experience point when you mark 5th experience. Erase all 5 marks and choose an improvement from your list.
Oh,
So I guess that's moves.
Yes.
Unless we can add different
yes.
guns and stuff.
I think it's in the playbook. Let me look at this real
I
quick.
think when it comes to equipment, you'd either have to find it in world.
Yeah.
Just retroactively like acquire a magic thing.
Yeah, and like if it makes sense for your character, like you don't have to list every single specific thing, but
Do our stats
so
ever
as long as
change?
it just like, as long as you can say like, yeah, that's something that my character would probably carry on me. Like maybe like lock picking tools. As a professional, that
Mhm.
might be something that your guy might just carry.
Do our stats change? Or would those always stay the same?
It depends on what you pick. It'll
Oh,
say
okay. I get it.
improvements.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we just pick one of those moves out of the list.
Yeah, so just like one of those
Yeah.
things. So you can like level up either stats or pick another move. And I'm just gonna assume that you guys are where are you guys heading to? Where do you think? Let's decide on a
Out of
spot
the
for next
house.
time.
I mean, we can go to my place since
I was
I've
gonna say Liz lives nearby.
Okay. What kind of place is that? Just a house?
it would be like a shitty little 1-bedroom. Like I'm thinking very much like Jessica Jones, where it's just
Yeah.
like bare minimum furniture. It's very obvious that like I move a lot, but like there's a futon and like a shitty little like love seat that everyone can like hang out on. I'll like try to fucking lay out like snacks or something and try to host while still gross. Like,
But is there a beware of dog sign in the yard?
no, and that's out of spite. Like there may like maybe there was one, and then like you see like the outline of like a square where it had been, and it's like on the ground.
Oh.
Nice. That's awesome. All right. So yeah, next time we'll meet there, and I guess be thinking about like how is it possible to keep this thing trapped in one spot? Maybe some ways to do that. I will give you the name of this thing, just because like Mr. Snuggles told you what it was.
Yes,
So
he told me what it was. I just was gonna wait until we got to her house to talk about said creature, but since you're not doing that until the next episode, I was like, oh, okay. I wrote down the information in the notes tab. That's why I was asking for a notes tab so I could remember.
That's a good idea.
I've just been using a little notebook.
Because there was quite a lot about this creature that I needed to talk about. I just never got there.
Clean up this inventory. Oh boy.
Yeah. So I just pasted that in there.
Cool.
So I don't know. You could incorporate either a contact that you know in town, like have some sort of story ready for how you acquired information about that thing,
Mhm.
and then we'll do like a battle planning
Cool.
thing.
Spelled it wrong. But yeah, I'm sorry, more questions. So
Sure.
now that I've gotten all 5, I pick one thing from the level up list, right? And then that's my new thing. And then I tell you what I pick, right?
Yep.
Then my question is, what is a mystical library? What's that?
Oh damn. I mean, it could be anything that you want it to be. Like maybe it's the it could be a wizard's library for like Mr. Snuggles. Maybe you kind of inherit his old
Okay, that's
creepy
cool.
That is
bachelor
actually really
We should
apartment.
go there. If we can go there.
Right, because I was thinking, I was like, you're talking about a magical library, and then suddenly I see, get a mystical library. Oh, okay.
How convenient.
Yeah. So like yeah, maybe do some thinking of like
Goes back.
what the inside of that would look like exactly. And maybe what kind of stuff that you would find in there.
Like a book on the slaw thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Harry Potter style book of creepy things.
Yes.
Cool. All right.
One way to, like, learn.
So did anybody have any like questions or anything, or
No.
I tried to bring more